Hi everyone, I am going to react to Kaziga Suyoko Fuiteiru from With the Wind, episode 7. In last episode, King was looking for a job but was not being successful, and then he didn't want to train with the others. But then Haiji, Shindo, and Yuki, right? They were able to convince him to let go of looking for a job for now and just like get his mind off of it and just concentrate on running. And so he joined the team back up again, and then they made t-shirts to try to create this fan club and collect money and everything to support them. And yeah, I think that's basically what happened. So before we get into this episode, because of my reactions, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And let's start this episode. Here we go. Okay. Kageyama. I should stop doing that. Every time I see him, I think of Kageyama, but they're different characters, so. So, the track meet happened, and it seems like, Kakeru and Haji were the only one that made the time limit or something or other. And if I remember correctly, those who did the best after those two were Musa, Joji, and Jota, right? And after them, I think it was Yuki and Shindo. And then after them, it was King and Miko-chan, and Four Prince was like way in the back. At least he didn't finish, because they said that whoever it was wanted to stop him from continuing to run the race, but they said nearly stopped him, so I guess he still finished it. And then we met before this even started, as they were they have like a new outfit, team outfit. I loved it. And then before they even started anything, Sakaki, right? That's his name. Yep. Sakaki just like comes right out and starts his bull, and then Fujioka and his team like comes up, and clearly him and Haiji, they know each other. He asked Haiji if he was better, and Haiji's like, yeah. So clearly there's a story between them two. I wonder if they used to be sort of like rivals, and then Haiji got injured, so he couldn't continue running. And without Haiji being there, Fujioka was like, became the big runner that everyone knows. I think they said that he ran, like he's a champion of the Hakone Kingdom for like maybe like 3 years straight or something. I feel like if Haiji had been there, there would have been this competition between them two. And as they were running, clearly Haiji is still not completely healed, because I feel like someone like sort of like brushed him or something, and he felt pain in his leg, something or other. So he's still not completely healed. And this started. You have this African team with this guy on that team called Manas or something. That guy runs all the way up to the front. Kakeru sees that, and then he's like just sort of like scoping out the competition, and he's just like, see the guy pull up ahead, and then he starts running up. I'm like, yo, can you not conserve your energy for a little bit? But no, I love the way they animated that. Like the way he sort of like tunnel vision, as he was like quickly running up to the front. I don't know, I love the way they animated it. So he sort of like pull up sort of like next to the guy, and while he was doing that, he passed Fujioka. Fujioka didn't say anything. Then they were running, and as they were running nearing the end, Fujioka, well, no, the black dude, Manas like ramped up his speed. So Kageyama, sorry, So Kageyama, man. Kurahara says that before he even ramps up, he's like, so is that it? Because he was sort of like neck and neck. So he thought the guy that was his max speed, but then nope, the guy sped up even more. So and then Kakeru was about to speed up even more himself. Although I feel like he was gonna be hard for him to do so. He's like, okay, keep up your rotation, faster. And as he was about starting to ramp up or something, that's when Fujioka just like came up to Manas. And then Manas was trying even harder to do, but no, he even went further, and then he finished first. And then Manas second. I feel like Kakeru was not third. I feel like there were other people that came before him. So him seeing how fast those people are, and I think his level, it created this sort of like frustration within himself. And then after they were done and they were interviewing Fujioka, and then he listened to the interview, and Fujioka said that he was not gonna do that there was gonna be other meets, but he's not gonna participate in that. That even sort of like even pissed off Kakeru even more, because I feel like that sort of showed Kakeru how far ahead Fujioka is compared to him. So he was like even more frustrated. And then after that, him and Fujioka had this conversation where Fujioka asked Kakeru to sort of like take care of Haji and to lead the team with him. And he's like, he's like, yeah, aren't you all trying to do the Hakone Ikiden? And I feel like we all know that Kurahara did not wanna do the Hakone Ikiden. But I feel like now that I see his reaction here, I feel like it's been a goal of him like all along. But whatever happened between whenever he was in high school and now that we know him has sort of like overshadowed his desire to run the Hakone Ikiden. And then now that he's on this team, and then they ran the track meet, and he sees all these potential, these great runners and everything. And then the guy mentioned you want to run the Hakone, right? So that sort of like sparked even more his desire to run it even more. So when the others, their time scores weren't, like up to par or whatever with what it needed to be, and they were like going home and sort of like arguing about it, not arguing, but like talking about it. And then he's like, it doesn't matter that me and Haji, our time is like, because they need all of them to be at that level before they can even like think about running the Hakone Ikiden. So with his desire to want to run it, I believe, and then with the fact that the others are not up there at that level yet, so it's like he's even more frustrated. And that's why he started running, and then the episode ended. And then when he said that, and then he left, and then I'm like, yeah, he did say that he preferred to run alone, but can you run the Hakone Ikiden alone? Is there like, how there are like in the Olympics or whatever, there are different kinds of running and everything, like you can do solo running and stuff. Can you do that with a Hakone Ikiden? Like not a team running a marathon. Oh, it's a marathon. Yeah, it's a marathon. Is he supposed to be a relay like all the time? Can you do solo? If he can do solo, then I feel like if he can do solo, he will want to do that. But I don't think that's how this one works. It's supposed to be a relay marathon thing, right? So all of them need to be up there before we can do it. So yeah. And then when this episode even started, they were waiting for Haji to come, right, with the van. And then the way he just, and then he's like, can nobody else drive? Clearly they don't have their driver's licenses. And I think Iko-chan mentioned the fact that even Haji doesn't have his driver's license. So why is he not? I was about to say, why is he not arrested? But it's not like people do it all the time. I don't, but people do it all the time. They don't have driver's license, but they drive because they know how to drive. But in his case, clearly he doesn't know how to drive because after doing when they got there, then Prince got out and then he was puking. I remember Hinata. The first time he puked after when they were going to their practice match with Seijo, he puked. I don't know. That's the image that popped into my mind. And then Prince, man, the way he runs, and then the dude that was like, "You want water or something?" He's like, "This is the way I run." He's like, "Why am I running like a what's the animal called? I don't know. Why am I running in circles and everything like that?" He's so funny, and I feel so bad for him, man. But he still did it. Like he still completed the whole 5,000 meters, even if his time was 30-something minutes. So, just for that, I'm so proud of him. I love this episode. Loved it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, just give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. And if you want to see the very next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.